Have you ever sent a message that goes unanswered for hours? Or maybe you speak up in a group and everyone just talks right over you. You make yourself constantly available for others, but when you actually need support, you are suddenly the only person in the room. When this happens often enough, your brain starts a quiet, destructive loop. You start wondering if you have an unlikable personality, if you are boring, or if there is simply something inherently wrong with you. But the reality is far less personal. When people overlook you, they usually aren't acting out of malice, and you are not broken. Instead, this comes down to something called signaling theory. Every day, you are broadcasting a constant stream of subconscious behavioral data. How quickly you reply, where you look, and how you carry yourself. These all send rapid instructions to the people around you about how seriously they should take you. If you want to change how the world treats you, you have to stop obsessing over your personality and start analyzing the invisible signals you are transmitting. The first and most common negative signal we broadcast is total availability. This is the habit of replying to every text the second it arrives, saying yes to every favor, and bending your own schedule to accommodate everyone else. In economics, infinite supply drops value. As personal availability approaches infinity on the x-axis, the perceived value of your time on the y-axis sharply drops. But by introducing boundaries, your availability drops. As a result, your perceived social value sharply spikes upward, mimicking scarcity. When you are unconditionally accommodating at the expense of your own boundaries, others do not decode that as kindness. They subconsciously decode it as a lack of self-worth. Your time is a currency. When you consistently hand it out for free, the social market naturally prices your value at zero. This broadcasting doesn't stop with your phone. Long before you speak a single word, the people around you are actively reading your physical energy. Notice how you carry yourself in a room. Speaking softly, constantly looking away to avoid eye contact, and pausing to seek approval are all micro-behaviors that signal low confidence. The receiver's brain processes these tiny physical cues instantly. It translates your nervous energy into an explicit instruction to treat you as small. If you treat yourself as unimportant, the world follows your lead. This creates a state of attention dependency. When a person lacks a mission or a personal goal to anchor them, their entire sense of worth becomes tethered to the validation they can extract from their social circle. Without a personal purpose, you become an emotional satellite, constantly orbiting other people. That aura of pure dependency is heavy, and it naturally repels the exact attention you are trying to attract. There is, however, a critical exception to all of this. Sometimes the problem isn't the signal you are sending, but a phenomenon called imaginary rejection. Not every delayed text or quiet response is a reflection of your social value. Often, the other person is just dealing with their own environmental noise. They are stressed, busy, or simply distracted by their own life. But when a late text triggers overthinking, you overanalyze normal silence. This mental loop tangles your thoughts into a chaotic knot, draining your energy until you become defensive over a completely imaginary rejection. Taking every silence personally is a complete misreading of the data around you. You cannot control the ambient noise in other people's lives. You can only control the clarity of your own broadcast. Ultimately, the external world operates as a mirror. It will faithfully reflect the exact level of respect you give yourself. To change your frequency, start with 2 simple adjustments. First, artificially restrict your availability by ignoring messages until you actually have free time. Second, utilize the word no to establish strict boundaries around your schedule. Next, expand your physical presence by maintaining strong eye contact and speaking clearly. Then, take all the energy you spend worrying about others and redirect it entirely toward a personal, autonomous goal. Finally, make the absolute decision to prioritize your own internal well-being over the comfort of everyone else. Being kind is good, but being kind without boundaries is social sabotage. Self-respect is a completely silent frequency, but it remains the most powerful signal a human can broadcast. The moment you decide your own time is valuable, the world will stop ignoring you.